Good morning, ladies. I am coming to you today a little bit earlier than usual and also on a different day. I am hoping to be able to catch some of you that aren't normally able to make it. And so I am trying a different time, and I'm also going to go live twice this week. So I'm going to do Tuesday and then also Wednesday. So Amanda Tipton, don't worry. I will try and come to you at nap time tomorrow. I know that you love to be on my live videos. So it is Tuesday morning. It is 9 a.m. or so, 9:30. Hopefully if you're joining me live, you have your coffee because you are going to need it. It is morning time. Good morning. If you are here live, just say hey. And also I'm going to be talking about something that will be really, really beneficial for you and your business. Hey, Nicole, we are going to be talking about something that we have been chatting about in the mastermind. So I'm excited that you're here. So if you resonate with anything that I'm saying, or if you have any questions, just drop them below. I'll be sure to answer them. I love live engagement. First of all, for those of you, hey Nicole, thanks for saying hi. For those of you that don't know me, I am Allie Christian, and I am the founder of this group, the Proverbs 31 Entrepreneurs, and I help Christian women develop successful online businesses by helping them break through the overwhelm and the guesswork and the frustration that can come with building an online business, and help them by providing them a step-by-step formula to build a successful business, and by also just being totally transparent and honest, which Nicole can attest to. Nicole is here, and she's in the Proverbs 31 Mastermind, and her business is taking off, and I'm so excited to see it this week. So we had a breakthrough on Friday, so yay, Nicole. Okay, so I'm going to be really quick and brief today, but also provide tons of value. Addie has her second day of swimming lessons at the Y, so she's currently napping, and as soon as she wakes up, we're going to go. So this is going to be short and sweet. But the one tip that I have for you to be able to save money in your business and then make even more money is to trade services. So maybe you need to get some professional photos done, which I would absolutely encourage you to do, which Nicole, I know that you're going to be getting those done soon. So excited for you. Or maybe there's something else in your business that you need, or even in life in general, if there's something that you need. I want you to think outside the box. Instead of just deciding to pay somebody money, you have so much value based on how God made you. What can you trade your value for? So how can you trade services with somebody? Instead of just handing each other money, you have something valuable to offer and they have something valuable to offer. So how can you utilize those gifts to simply trade instead of having to give out money and pay? Because sometimes we simply just don't have the money, right? Or we need to be good stewards of our money. And working for something instead is much more valuable and beneficial to you and your family. So I want you to think about, how can you trade services? Maybe you need somebody to watch your kids during your business hours. Maybe you could trade services with a nanny or even a close friend. If you're a fitness coach, you could trade, she watches your kids and she spends time taking care of your children, and then in return she can be in one of your fitness groups for free, or you could give her some of your products that you already have. Think outside the box. So what do you need right now in your business, and what can you offer to somebody else to be able to get that from somebody who can provide that service to you? Some examples in my own life, Jessica Bowen Schenke, she's in this group, she's amazing. She is a photographer, and we traded services. So she is in my network marketing business boost course right now in exchange for my new brand photos that are up everywhere, and they have helped me almost double my income, because brand photos, ladies, are super important. And I know that Sandra in this group also loves branding, and she just got branding photos done, and she can share the same thing with you, that it has really helped her business grow. So I got branding photos done. I didn't pay any money. I simply traded my service of being a business coach. And so Jessica and I traded that service, and honestly it has doubled, maybe even tripled my income having those brand photos, and I didn't have to pay anything. So it's not like I'm trying to make that money back. another example, this is not super business related, but in a sense it is. So my sister is pregnant and she's due in January, and her midwife, she's actually going to be delivering at home, and her midwife said, you know what, instead of paying me money, because it can be really expensive to just, try and pay all of this out of pocket or even through your insurance, I need my barn painted. So my husband and my brother-in-law are going to be painting her barn, and that is going to be an exchange of service. So Liz, my sister, is going to have her baby, and this amazing midwife is going to deliver the baby, and part of her payment to her midwife is going to be painting her barn. How awesome is that? So this midwife is trading services. So I have 4 tips for you really quickly on trading services. The first one sounds really simple, but this is my encouragement to you. Just ask. I know it can be really intimidating, and honestly, total transparency, when Jessica and I were, we had just met a few months earlier. We have some mutual mom friends. Amanda Tipton is one of them, and I knew that Jessica was really interested in my course, and I was really interested in her photography, and I needed new brand photos done. And I was really intimidated because I didn't want to offend her. I didn't want her to feel like I was, just interested in her, like I was using her, or, but I knew that I needed her service. And it's funny because she knew that she needed my service. And so however this conversation came about, we're sitting there at her house having a play date. And, I said to her, I know you're really interested in my Business Boost course because we talked about it before, and I really need some brand photos done. Don't be offended at all, but I'm just going to put this out there. Please be totally honest, because I want to be friends with you first. I don't want business or money or anything like that to make anything awkward between us. So it's totally fine if you say no, but would you be interested in trading services? And she was like, yes, oh my gosh, I'm so glad that you asked. I was afraid to ask, and so that just goes to show that she was afraid to ask, I was afraid to ask, but we both wanted to trade services. So I don't know if any of you are in MOPS, but this year's theme is freedom, and it's all about like embracing your freedom in Jesus. And that means that we have the freedom to do things audaciously. And our challenge for this week, I'm one of the leaders in our MOPS group at church, and one of our challenges for this week was to ask audacious things. And so this may be one of those audacious things that you need to ask somebody, so that you can get what you need and then provide somebody else also what they need. So don't be afraid to ask. Just ask, and you can preface it just like I did. Feel free to use my example where you say, I just want to be friends. So, if you're not comfortable with this, that's fine, or please don't take offense to this. So preface it like that, but be audacious and just ask, because you never know. And you're doing it in love. You're doing it with the freedom that you have in Jesus. So just ask. Number 2, that being said, make sure that it's fair, because as Christians, we need to make sure that we are putting others before ourselves. So make sure that your trade is fair, that somebody isn't going to get gypped. Make sure that you're honest about your prices, because if you're trading services, it's not like somebody's going to your sales page or to your website to buy something and they can see the prices. They're more than likely just going to trust you. So make sure that you're honest about your prices and that it is truly a fair trade. Make sure that you're serving others better than you would serve yourself. Okay, that's what we are doing as Proverbs 31 entrepreneurs. The third thing is to barter. So this doesn't mean, to be dishonest or even necessarily to lower the price, but make your own deal together. You two are business owners, and so you both can decide what you want. Maybe you're going to trade a service and then some. So maybe you'll trade a service and then they'll pay you a little bit, or you'll pay them a little bit. When I first presented this idea to Jessica, I felt like her service was way more valuable than mine, because that's just how it goes. We sometimes doubt ourselves. And so I said, Jessica, I would be more than happy to give you my course and then pay you some. And and she was like, no way. I was thinking that I would take your course and then pay you some. And so we just decided, you know what, we're just going to do a fair trade, but feel free to make up your own like packages to trade your service. Okay. You may need to, something else that you can do also is, even if you definitely don't have the money or you don't want to spend the money, something else you can do is promote each other. So you could say, I could have said to Jessica, I want you to do my photos, and I feel like I owe you a little bit more. Like, that's not a fair trade, so I will promote you, once a week or once a month on my social media, which I have tons of social media followers and engagement, and so that would be really beneficial to her. And actually, that wasn't part of our deal, but that's something that I'm doing because I love her and because I love her business and I want to support her. And so, especially if it's something like photos, you can give your photographer credit. And that's a great way to just naturally promote them. You don't even need to come up with a post like, this is Jessica, you should use her services, but simply just, post your photos and then tag her in it. That is another sort of bartering that you can do. And then the fourth tip that I have for you is to remember that money is not the ultimate goal. I know that it can be, money is absolutely a tool. Money has been around since, the beginning of time. We need money to live. We pay people to bring value into our lives. And money is really, really important. However, it does not need to be the end all. Okay. So remember that money is not the ultimate goal. Helping each other is. So, this is going to teach you so much about your business, and this is going to teach you a lot about the value of services. When you take the money out of it, money can be so hindering to us and we feel like it's the ultimate goal. But when you take the idea of money out of your business and you simply look at it as trading services or sharing your value or providing added value into somebody else's life, this is going to teach you so much about your business. So remember that money is not the ultimate goal. Okay. So I want you to comment. This is actually going to be kind of fun. So I want you to comment below a service that you are willing to trade or a service that you are in need of, or you can comment both. And then I want you to share where you are, because there are 325 women, almost 25 women in this group from all over, literally all over the world, like Australia, and the US, and you name it, from all over the world. So I want you to comment one service that you need. Maybe you need brand photos. Maybe you need somebody to watch your kids. Maybe you need somebody to clean your house so that you can work on your business more. Whatever it is, comment what you need. Comment a service that you are willing to trade, because it's good to think through that too. If somebody comes to you in need of something, what is something that you can trade? It's good to think about what could you give away for free so that you have, it's almost like a backup. It's almost like taking out a loan. You have something to give to somebody if you need something, okay, that isn't money or isn't your own money. And then I want you to share where you're from. This is going to be really fun. Okay. So comment those. I'm excited to see them. I hope that this was helpful for you ladies. And I hope that, this was a really great way for you to start your Tuesday. I want you to be thinking, how can you trade through services? Money is not the end all be all. Okay. All right, ladies, I love you and I will talk to you soon.